then Joshua is the man that I want. You know, right now I want to go get Parker as well too for his belt. He got the WBO belt, and I want to go unification with that one. And then at the end of the year, or probably sometime this time next year, me and Joshua will have a mega unification bout. I bring my belts to the table, he has his belt to the table. Winner take all. Winner considered to be the baddest man on the planet. USA versus Great.
The United Kingdom versus the United States of America. Since Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder have officially signed their contracts, the fight that has been playing hide-and-seek with reality for years is now in the spotlight. This turns the endless rumors into something very real. Now that the waiting game is over, impact is the only thing left. But there's a trick that no one can miss. What kind of Wilder shows up? Will Joshua be able to handle the right hand? And who is really ready for the next thing?
Is another AJ little. You strong, you big AJ, but you have another small AJ who, hey brother, please stop. There's another Sasha send me to, hey Sasha, stop. I said, hey, get out. I don't know who are you. Come in here, run, training. Yeah.
Anthony, Fury or Wilder, man? Who do you want more? Who do you want next? You know, everyone wants to know the answer to this question.
I want Wilder. He's got the belt. I've got the 4 belts. WBO, WBA, IBF, IBO. What I need is a WBC. If he's ready and wants to prove he's the best in the world.
This fight stayed in that confusing area for years, where it felt both certain and impossible to reach at the same time. It looked like boxing fans had agreed that they would keep talking about Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder, but never actually make it happen.
In the last couple of days, we will take Deontay Wilder first and then fight Tyson Fury if that's what people want us to do. And if that's a different deal to look at, we'll look at.
It seems like every deal falls through at the last minute. Every news story had a secret twist, making fans wonder if this feud would end before it even got to the ring. That vagueness has been replaced by something much more solid. The contracts have been signed, and the long-awaited crash can now begin.
I deliver what I was supposed to deliver years ago. I deliver what they ran from. I deliver what he asked for $50 million for. I'm gonna give him a $50 million knockout.
I honestly listen to what people say sometimes. They're avoided, this person's running. I honestly think some people are deluded. Really, I do think that they've got some sort of a long-term concussion because no one's running. In terms of 50 million, I'm a businessman. If there was 50 million on the table, you think I'm not going to take it?
This is more important than a normal fight news because it ends years of tension, public calls, and stories that don't make sense. It also changes how important fights are negotiated with Turkey. Al-Shish is said to have played a key role in setting up a 2-fight path for Joshua that starts with Wilder and could lead straight to a fight with Tyson Fury.
At the time he said, I offered them, my people sent the offer for 50 million. And he said, I think Joshua wanted it and Eddie was the one that turned it down.
What he did was, he sent an email from deontay.wilder@gmail.com. Swear truth, right? Might have been a Yahoo account, right? But from his own personal account, saying, hello, Eddie, Anthony, whatever. I would like to offer 50 million for you to fight me.
This fight is now more than just a one-time event thanks to the deal. It is the start of a bigger plan that could change the heavyweight class. Wilder's more direct public attitude, which didn't leave much room for interpretation, makes it clear that this fight needs to start right away. He made it clear that he wasn't going to wait any longer for talks to end, and he openly asked that the contract be signed right away so that the fight could happen. He said things that were both angry and sure of himself, and he saw the fight as a chance to show who really was the best heavyweight. Wilder made it clear that the time for delay had passed, and that he should not see Wilder as an optional opponent, but as an important test that he must pass in order to move forward. At the same time, Joshua's words were mostly about the business side of boxing. He said that big offers had been made before, and that he didn't think Wilder would want to take them at the time. Their competition has been defined by this difference in point of view, with each boxer making up a story that blames the other for the delays. Joshua has said many times that he was ready to move forward when the money was right. He has even hinted that he would have gladly accepted similar offers earlier in his career.
It was an exchange. I mean, it wasn't a few words, you know, I dapped it up with him and I said, now let's get it on. And it was simple as that.
You think fight you want next, Deontay? I'm ready for whoever, you know. It's whoever. As long as these guys is in the heavyweight division, I'm here. You know, like I said, you can call me Mr. Clean because I want to clean up the whole division. The heavyweight division is nothing without Deontay Wilder. The character that I bring, the things that I say. What other fighter you know make things go viral? From the things that he say from different interviews and stuff, I don't know not one.
Wilder, on the other hand, recently said that he is no longer worried about money because he thinks that the huge size of the fight will bring in a lot of money and that the only goal should be to make the match happen. This difference creates an interesting dynamic as the fight approaches, showing to different ways of viewing the sport. Joshua is ambitious in sports and makes decisions by using logic. He often looks at chances from both a competitive and a financial point of view. Wilder puts more of a stress on proving himself better in the ring. He presents himself as a fighter whose only goal is to win, which solidifies his reputation as one of the most dangerous punchers in boxing. He has said many times that this power can't be matched, and he is sure that it will be the deciding factor when he faces Joshua. He thinks that the result of the fight depends on him being able to hit a decisive shot, which he plans to do at some point during the match.
Who is going to fight, Ocho? You think you can fight Joshua?
I mean, Joshua's right there, you know, sitting ringside. That's a possibility. I'm not
Both
sure.
of them got glass chins. Neither one of them need to see
who?
Fury or what you call him, or Usyk.
Usyk? No.
Hey, hold on,
Neither
no.
one of them beating Usyk.
But if Joshua and Wilder fight, who would y'all get an edge to?
Ooh, that's
Joshua.
a good one.
Me too, man. Joshua,
That's a good one.
he more of a
Hey,
boxer.
Yeah, he's more of a pure boxer
Just
too.
because the skill, yes, just the skill set.
And,
Yes,
and
that's the only reason.
one thing though, even though he's a better boxer, Wilder has.
Some people are paying more attention now than they did before. Though, because of recent accomplishments, people have said that Wilder's more recent fights haven't always shown the same quick ending skills that made his early career famous. Some experts aren't sure if his strength has really gone down or if his opponents have just gotten stronger and better prepared. For example, his fight with Derek Chisora went the whole distance instead of ending quickly with a knockout. It has been denied by Wilder that his power is weakening and that the knockout is always a matter of timing rather than chance. That confidence still affects what people expect and how aware they are of their surroundings. He can now approach fights with a more planned strategy that focuses on positioning, time, and defense instead of just relying on power plays. This new information makes it very hard for him to predict how he will deal with Wilder, whose plan is to set up explosive moments. Joshua's ability to stay disciplined and not take too many risks could be very important, since it makes it harder for Wilder to land the kind of punch that has ended so many fights in the past.
Wilder just called out Anthony AJ Joshua. Okay, niggas, we ain't got no time for no ducking or dodging. Respectfully, y'all been blew the bag, wasted the bag. Now's the time to get the fight. Get it right now, and let's do it in Las Vegas. Deontay Wilder versus Anthony AJ Joshua. Baron, Deontay Wilder just looked absolutely trash at the highest level.
Shut the fuck up, Dr. Jermaine.
He just looked disgusting and horrible at the highest level against Derek Chisora. That's neither here nor there. AJ Wilder, that is a fight I still want to see. That is a fight that I would absolutely pay money for. I will drop down.
But being careful comes with its own problems, like the need to stay focused all the time and not having much room for error during the race. Things that have happened outside of the ring have also stoked the feud, making it stronger. One time this happened was when the two boxers ran into each other after a recent fight. They had a short but important conversation that made the matchup seem more real. That meeting made it clearer that the fight was no longer just an idea. Both men seemed to be well aware that they would soon be in the same ring. The fact that Joshua went to that event was especially important because of his personal circumstances. After a time of sadness and thought, he came back to public life to a huge amount of support from his fans, showing how close they had become over time. That answer might change his mood as he gets ready for the fight, just like it did in the bigger picture. Fury has made it clear that he really wants to fight Joshua, saying that the two have been rivals for a long time and that their feud should be settled as soon as possible. That he thinks that will happen adds another layer to the situation because it makes a big fight more likely after Joshua's meeting with Wilder.
In AJ's life, sometimes people are quick to forget that, and they have to understand that we have to do things at our pace or his pace and at the right time.
at the moment, the work that he's put in to even get himself to this position is been so admirable. It's been incredible.
I think it's great just having him around after what's happened.
And he's ready and he's motivated, but we've got to do it right. The deal that we've been offered, which is to fight in July and then fight Tyson Fury in November, is not with Deontay.
This series of events shows how important the current conflict is from a strategic point of view, since the result will likely determine the future path of the split in the near future. Joshua would finally be able to fight Fury after a long time. If Wilder wins, those plans might change and new opportunities might arise. However, the fight is important for more than just the result. It also serves as a launching pad for future opportunities. The participation of Turkey's Alashik has been very important in making these options come true, as his influence has led to a better way of organizing big events. Being able to reach agreements that weren't possible before is a bigger change in how boxing works at the highest level. Better resources and coordination make it possible to move with more determination. As the fight gets closer, the attention naturally turns to the boxes and what they bring to the ring. How well Wilder could fight and what happened to get him to this point. Years of missed chances have led to a story that gives every part of the game more meaning. From the beginning to the end, the fights finally happening give everyone a sense of resolve by solving questions that have been left unanswered for too long. Lastly, this is a time that is marked by both completion and promise. Before this, there was a lot of uncertainty, but now there are new possibilities in the heavyweight group. Not only will the result decide who moves on, but it will also affect how the sport changes in general. Talking about contracts, negotiations, and past differences will lose their meaning once the fight starts. What matters is how well each fighter follows through on his plan, deals with problems as they come up, and acts when a long-awaited chance comes up. The end result will make things clear where they have been unclear for a long time and give a division a new direction that has been waiting for this moment to come. Last, take a stand across from each other. There will be a contest where every choice has instant effects after years of debate, anger, and public back and forth. The tactical war will start a long time before the first real fight, as both sides try to find the best pace and distance for them. Joshua probably has a well-thought-out plan, with his jab, speed, and placement as the foundation for everything. He knows that controlling the early rounds can change the whole fight. He can reduce the number of unexpected encounters by controlling space and speed. This is especially important when fighting someone who likes to move quickly and explosively. His recent focus on being patient suggests that he will choose consistency over risk, slowly getting better while keeping an eye on any changes in Wilder's movement or timing. On the other hand, Wilder does best when things fall apart. This is because he can get strong from strange angles, which makes him dangerous even when he seems to be losing rounds. He will probably use subtle pressure, feints, and placement to make chances, and then wait for the exact moment when Joshua's expectations change. Joshua steps into the ring knowing he has to follow a perfectly planned road that could lead to Tyson Fury. These pressures are different, but they are all important, and how each boxer handles them could affect important times during the fight. For example, Wilder is under pressure to show that his unique trait is still as strong as ever. Another problem is flexibility, which often changes the outcome of high-level competitions. Joshua will be able to stay in charge and avoid too many dangerous situations if he can change his plan in response to Wilder's moves. If Wilder is able to successfully throw off that structure, he can turn the fight into a series of unpredictable exchanges where his strength becomes the deciding factor. These changes will have to be seen and dealt with by both fighters at the same time. It's important to stay cool and strong as the fight goes on, especially if it lasts past the early rounds. Joshua's careful approach might help him keep up his consistency while saving energy. Each fighter has to find a balance between aggression and restraint, making sure that their plan stays the same even as the pressure builds. Wilder's technique requires discipline and patience to wait for the right moment without starting fights that aren't necessary. The winner won't just be the person who made the most important blows or controlled most of the rounds. People have been waiting years for this to happen. It will be the end of a rivalry that has shaped the heavyweight debate and the beginning of a new story that will be defined by what happens next. The winner will get more energy and chances, while the loser will have to rethink a path that they thought they were sure of.